you go.
Nice fish.
Oh, yeah. There he is. Ooh, there we go. That's a nice crappie there. Say, could you put this in the live well for me?
Sure. I don't mind doing that.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Look at that rod bend. Oh, it is so sweet.
In this episode of Fishing Roots, we're fishing Old Man River for fall crappies with over 30-year Mississippi River fishing guide, nearly 4-decade outdoor journalist, author, class of 2020 National Freshwater Hall of Famer, Ted Peck.
It's extremely treacherous back in here, Ron.
I know. They need to see me back in here.
And we got quite a boat ride. We should just ease back through here because of all
That's fine.
The snags and everything.
Yeah, take your time. Right there. There's the ducks. Woodies. I'm surprised they're still around.
Hey, you always figured 1st of November. Okay, Ronnie, right straight. Just imagine where the log is right here.
Yeah.
It's right there. So we'll frog around with this for a minute and then go to the standard fishing 4 feet down. I haven't been catching a lot of crappies. I've been catching a few big crappies. My wife had one 15 inches a couple weeks ago. We're gonna go try that a little later.
That's a big one.
Oh boy. What I like to do is start with a minnow head and a jigging spoon. And just to see what we got. Okay, Ronnie, we're fishing. Now, usually your dad would have 2 by now. There he is.
Find one?
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I do. Make sure we catch this. Grandpa floundering, guide catching fish. Ha ha.
Yeah, this don't happen often.
No, I usually
it's the other way around. I'm the one.
You notice how he told me to throw over here by this?
Yeah, throw up into that lumber.
Throw up into that lumber over there?
well next to it. Now, this is a little guy. Are we going to keep him fish today?
I'll keep a few to eat.
All right.
Now, I don't want to limit them, but
Well, that's a small one, but they are delicious. We'll get him in here and get the live well plugged in. There he is. This is that one you were supposed to catch, Ron.
did you get a crappie in there?
Oh, yeah, it's right.
The one that I threw in.
Right where I told you to
When you
fish.
told me you want the net under him?
No, not very big. Ronnie Bearfield is probably the best fisherman I have ever known. And he's vicious. He gets you down, you're not getting back up. So my only hope
Get ahead of him now.
Get ahead of him a little bit now, yeah. And then I can just offer witty commentary as to what he's doing wrong like he likes to do to me.
So how much crap is over on this side right here?
On the far side of it?
No, right here. I just dropped it down there and was hung already.
Right, well, there's a lot of stuff in there, Ron. There's a lot of little buckbrush and stuff like that. But it seems that the biggest crappies have been pretty much solo, right tight to the wood.
Huh. Well, I got pretty tight to it a while ago.
Yeah, I'd say you did. Oh, there he is. Ha-ha, another one. That's a bigger fish, Ron. That's a slidable net.
Whoa, I guess
what
so.
Is it? Oh yeah, nice fish. It's a slidable net.
Yeah, but will it slide out? Will I lose it?
Well, you're tying your best.
You lassoed him. That's an extra 2 fish count.
Now this is what we're looking for. This is nice crappie. That's that's a foot-long fish right there, and wide. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a dandy.
I think this is probably the 2019 year class, which was a crazy good year class.
They grow pretty quick.
Well, yeah, and that's the year we had all the high water.
Yeah.
So they didn't get touched hardly. Your turn, pal. See, this brings out the best in him. He's got to see it.
Getting something to work for.
Yeah, well, I get a bigger one. I'm just going to slap him in the cheek with it, and that'll be it. The old man's dander will get up and he'll bring out his inner Ronnie and it'll be all over. So the whole secret here, I've been using this little Northland Wonder Bread pattern jigging spoon. You take that minnow, bite the head off. Now you got enough for 2 crappies. The head goes on this time, and then I'll go back and put the tail on. You don't want to use a whole minnow when you're using a jigging spoon because that minnow will wrap himself around the treble hook and screw you up. So you just want to cover one hook of the treble. Now we're fishing here.
Could probably cut that minnow into a whole bunch of pieces.
Well, you could.
I would imagine they would hit it.
Oh yeah, they would. Perch too.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing here, there's some crappies. Crappies always feed from below looking up. And we're in about 16 feet of water here, and I'm fishing down about 13. But as the day goes on, they'll suck closer to the wood and be fishing down about 4 feet. Good rule of thumb is you can fish too deep for crappies, but it's real tough to fish too shallow. This is a technique I've done for over 65 years. My dad taught me when I was 5 years old, growing up on Pool 13. And I love crappie fishing in the fall.
Now, do they hang all the way along the base of this, or just?
Oh yeah, I'm thinking right next to the wood, Ron, down about 3 feet. The bigger fish will be tucked right in there, waiting to ambush something on the drop. There he is.
Net again?
Oh no. So while old Ronnie works on his knot tying skills, I just keep catching fish because I tie direct with braid. Braid is not forgiving. Wire hooks are. These guys are running small today, but they're fun. Little guy, it's about 10, half inches. Nice and wide though. Very, very healthy fish. So what I'm doing, I'm just finding the bottom and coming up in about 10 inches and shaking it to a foot. Seems to be working. Yeah, I see how this is gonna go. You're gonna edit this so that your dad outfishes me like he usually does. And
No. What's the water temp this morning?
water temp, 50.6. Yesterday we found 51-degree water.
It'll warm today.
A little bit.
Yeah, it was 44 degrees. I was on to Wisconsin the other day catching walleyes, and we started in the morning.
Go. Okay, boys and girls, here's the parable about the blind squirrel finding the acorn. Then he tries to slap me with it.
Yeah, I dropped down the weight the size of my jig head for a little bit there.
That's a nice crappie, Ronnie.
Yeah, those are nice, really nice crappies.
Oh, they're nice crappies. See, there you are playing defense again.
Oh, that's not mine, that's yours.
No, mine's right there.
No, it's not, that's
Oh, that's
mine.
my old one, yeah,
That's
you're
yours,
right.
what the hell are you talking about?
No, it's not. Here's mine.
There's yours right here.
Well, that's the one I haven't used. Did I use that one?
That's yours right there. It's this rod, right?
Yeah, that's the one I just put down.
That's your rod, right?
So here I blamed you. Yeah, this October-November crappie thing has been a go-to here on Pool 9 for decades. Just had some incredible trips and caught some beautiful fish. It's a great thing to do with kids.
There
You
we
know?
go.
Well, that's a bigger fish, Ronnie.
Nah, little guy. But that's all right. Not a big one, but 9, 10 inches maybe.
Yeah, and fat.
Fat, aren't they? Yeah.
I fish too hard when I'm with you, and it wears me out. And
We're not fishing hard. We're just fishing. I don't fish hard.
right.
I just enjoy it too much.
Yeah, me too. Ooh, there we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a nice crappie there. Oh yeah. Whew.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm. See, it was near that single snag, and
Yeah.
that's a nice crappie. Say, could you put this in the live well for me?
Sure. I don't mind doing that.
That's a wonderful thing. Boy, I love crappie fishing. I just do. What you look for on the Mississippi is you look for wood, and you want to have at least 10 feet of water on the end of the wood, at least 10 feet, and then you fish 3 to 6 feet down. A lot of time, and right tight to the wood. We've been catching, the last 7, 8 fish we caught have actually been on a deep brush pile down about 9 feet, just above them with little jigging spoons and little jigs. So now we're looking in here, and we're actually gonna sight fish logs and stumps, try to get right next to it, and those crappies will lay underneath, right underneath. They could be down 6 inches underneath a limb. So someplace between 6 inches and 3, 4 feet. And you'll find the consistently larger crappies will hang pretty much by themselves off an isolated, like a single isolated log. And he's the king of that log. Now for doing this, I got a little 16th ounce Roadrunner. that Roadrunner, the old original horse head jig, with a minnow underhook through the lips. And I'll lower it down and then I'll skitter it back and forth, about 8 inches either way. Let that spinner blade work, and a lot of times that'll trigger a strike. It's important to use a long pole too. If you make a cast, it's like throwing a grappling hook over a wall. You're going to end up snagged, but if you can fish straight down, a lot of times you can get those crappies out of trouble before they get away. So here we are, the shoreline's about 20 feet away, and we still got 17 feet of water right here. So all the parameters are there. There's a fork in it right here. See that high, little knob right there?
Yeah.
There's a limb coming off there. That's usually a good spot for a fish.
There he is.
Get him.
There's a there's a dandy.
Wow.
Little bitty guy.
Okay, I'm going to slide up to the next one. So right next to us here is the root system. And this is about I'm guessing 40 feet from the root system to the end of the tree. We picked up crappies all along here. And we're going to move on down to the next series like this. Once again, so that the shore is just 10 feet behind us, and it's 11 feet of water here, so.
We used to, when I was fishing tournaments over here, we used to look for the holes in the bank like that up there where the crayfish holes.
Right, exactly.
And boy, the bass were usually hanging all around them here, these places.
Well, that pattern hasn't changed. So you get the stobs that stick out by themselves, right along, you tend to get a bigger crappie right tight to that. I suppose like a dominant buck or whatever, seeking the ultimate habitat, ambush point. There's another, oh yeah, this is another big crappie rod.
Yeah.
Look at that rod bend, oh, they're just so sweet. There you go. You're pretty good with that net.
Good thing you brought me along.
Yeah.
Good thing I was here with the net.
Yes. That's why I got 3 nets in the boat. Come on, big crappie. You're right on there. You should catch one, Ronnie. I got you right on.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Net?
Yeah, we'll net him.
Thanks for fishing the Gathering of the Waters for Fall Crappie with Fishing Roots. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications for a heads up on future Fishing Roots content.
Check it. You're 21 and you never had this feeling. Check your pulse, it's not the answer, just keep breathing. You're fading out, getting kinda hard to reach in. Come with us and we'll show you how we live, because we are so young. This world makes you feel like we can touch the sun.
More from Fishing Roots soon.